I heard whispers and rallying cries about the pot debate. And when I say the pot debate, I mean like there's a hot debate on people who use marijuana either medicinally or recreationally, and they want to be able to buy guns. And under the present system, you cannot sell somebody a firearm if they're using marijuana recreationally or medically.
Correct. That's
so. Where are we in the pot debate? The great pot debate.
In my opinion, nothing has changed. So,
then who the fuck are these people?
All right. So marijuana,
they're high.
As far as the federal government is concerned, correct. They don't care. Most people just lie in the form anyway. As far as the federal government is concerned, there's a law that was passed by Congress that puts marijuana as a Schedule I narcotic, a drug. So it's up there with cocaine and meth and everything else.
Okay.
So if you're a user of a Schedule I drug.
What year was this?
1976?
76. Okay.
Yeah, whenever the Gun Control Act was. So if you're a user of marijuana, you are a prohibited person under federal law. You cannot possess a firearm, and you will fail a background check.
Fucking hippies.
And it doesn't matter what your state law is. If the state law says medical's fine, recreational's fine, it doesn't matter. That's why in the 4473, there's literally a statement that says it doesn't fucking matter what your state law says. You can't use marijuana and have a gun. So it's on a Schedule I. The only way to change it is to move it from a Schedule I down to a Schedule III, which would then mean you could use recreational marijuana or medicinal marijuana and not have a problem. Trump signed an executive order reclassifying it from a Schedule I to a Schedule III. The problem is I don't think he can do that because it's a law. It's a law passed by Congress, and so Congress are the only ones who can change it from a Schedule I to a Schedule III. So much like most of his other executive orders, he signs it, and it's probably going to get challenged by somebody, and eventually it'll end up in the Supreme Court, and they'll decide whether he has the authority to do that.
So he did.
Nothing's changed.
He did reschedule it. What's it called? Rescheduling it?
Correct. He switched it from Schedule I down to a Schedule III, which are just like aspirins or whatever, things like that. A month ago, 3 weeks ago, somewhere around there, something like that. Just about 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe.
I can't believe there hasn't been a fucking parade of Cheech and Chong coming in for fucking Dracos.
So what the gun community's position is the ATF is under the executive branch. They follow what the president says.
Yep.
The president says it's not a Schedule I anymore, it's a Schedule III. So the ATF should remove that shit from their background check form and not care if you use marijuana because they're under the executive branch of the government, and so they do whatever the president says. Great. Good for you. But I remember in the Wayback Machine, like a year and a half ago, when Biden said with an executive pen, you can't have a SIG brace. And everybody went, who the hell is he? He can't tell what's a SIG brace or what's not. The Congress has to do that. The law says this, or the Constitution says that. So the same people who were bitching a year and a half ago that the president, through his pen, made the ATF classify a bunch of shit as illegal are now saying it's okay that Trump changed the marijuana from 1 to 3 so you can get guns. And then the people who are on the other side, what's funny is because Trump makes people hate whatever he's for. The old joke about if he came out against cancer, the Democrats would be for cancer. Now all of a sudden the Democrats are against legalization of marijuana or making it a Schedule III because that means you can go buy more guns because Trump did it. So everybody's flip-flop sides again.
Omar, what do you know about this? Or do you know anything? Are you following it?
Nothing more than what he just said.
Right. Like, you're the store. Has anybody contacted you and said,
no,
stop asking that question or go ahead and sell to people who come in with marijuana?
No, we need to.
Correct.
Stopping people who are high from buying guns.
Right, so it doesn't matter what he signed. Nobody's told you to take that number 11 or whatever it is off the form or told you could do it. So who gives a shit?
Well, the first thing would be the ATF has to issue a new form.
Right.
And that happens like when they change.
You just cross it off.
Whiteout.
You can't do that.
Whiteout.
No, you can't use whiteout. Oh, I did that one time. It wasn't good. Like, is this whiteout?
Did you change the date?
But yeah, no, you can't do that.
I've seen that in a couple audits that I helped some shops out with, where there's like, oh, I just changed the date in the corner. I'm like, after you gave them the gun? Yeah, I'm like,
can't do that.
Interesting.
All right.
Can't do that at all.
So anyway.
So, all right.
You're the store, so people can get excited about all they want, but there isn't a store on the planet who I believe is now going to say all of a sudden, oh, well, he signed an executive order, so here's your gun, Mr. Marijuana user or whatever. Like, they're not going to do that.
Mr. Chong.
I'm just
Bottom line,
looking.
doesn't matter.
I'm just looking at it from a business perspective.
Yes.
Like a whole bunch of people you can.
You going into the weed
Correct.
business?
It should be reclassified.
Yeah. I
Down
tried
to a
to.
level 3. First off, as an absolutist, we've had this discussion before. You should be able to come in and buy a gun whether you're using drugs or not, because that's not the Constitution doesn't say comma unless you're using cocaine or meth or whatever. It says period. So to me, it doesn't matter. But the only way to fix it legally is to have Congress modify it or reschedule it from a 1 to a 3. Then they'll change the form and everybody can smoke and toke and shoot at the same time and nobody cares.
What if he signed an exequitive order that says he can do it?
The executive order
that?
giving me the authority to sign executive orders. Yeah,
No,
sure,
so
why
who's in charge of classifying?
not? We'll be there.
Who's in charge of classifying substances? Would that be
Congress. It's in the law.
Are you sure it's Congress?
Yes.
I mean, how do you know? You're a lawyer.
Well, because things become illegal. Right, exactly. Things become illegal because laws get passed that make them illegal.
Oh yeah,
Until
like
somebody passed a law that said you can't murder people, like it was
remember, like
murder
weren't you
people.
telling
It was
us
just
like
frowned upon.
in Florida? Like it wasn't in
in the
Florida.
Bible, but who cared at that particular point, right?
Was it in Florida where the Chinese kept changing the molecular structure of ecstasy or something?
Oh, it was the bath salts and the
bath
marijuana
salts.
stuff. Yeah,
That shit's
correct.
good.
They passed a law that said you can't make marijuana and any of these type of derivatives, and then they just got a chemist to change it to these type of derivatives. So then they went back and said, well, now you can't have these, and then they got a scientist to make them like this. Eventually, they just passed one that was like a catch-all or any other sort of derivative thereof. But yeah, for about 6 months there was like this arms race to see what you could have and what you couldn't have. And I was a prosecutor when that was happening. We were all like, well, what the hell are we supposed to do? So yes,
Do you know what
correct.
people do all the fucking time? It's the worst. Like all the fucking time, these pot people, they'll start talking. They'll buy expensive goods because nothing in here is really like cheap. So they'll have a good time and spend a bunch of money, and then when it comes to time to pull out their ID to buy a gun, they fucking pull out their marijuana
Right,
card.
by mistake or on purpose.
By mistake,
'cause
or
they're
they're
high
feds.
whatever.
Yeah.
Because they're high.
Right. Yeah.
So we have to, fucking cancel and refund, thousands. It sucks.
Yeah,
It's such a
yeah.
pain in the ass.
Well, right.
And they get so scared. They're so embarrassed. Oh, God, Yeah, we do know.
Or they don't know. Like they literally start answering the questions until they get to that question. They're like, well, wait a minute. What does that mean? I thought what should I? And then they come to you guys and they're like, well, I have a medical marijuana. How should I answer this? And then all of a sudden you're like, well, it's too late now. Have a nice day.
Get out, yeah.
That happened 3 times, and all 3 times I go to my compliance because he'll buy something that's like a good gun. I'm like, yes, good sale. And then he's like, he comes to the question. He asks me just like, hey, so I have a marijuana card.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What do I check on this? And I go to Chris. I'm like, Chris,
Compliance commander.
can I just pretend
And
I
they
didn't hear that?
ask that question. Yeah. Nope.
La, 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 la.
Yeah.
No, we've like canceled people's stamps and shit and said you can never come back.
Yeah, yeah,
Like over the years, it's complete fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from an absolutist standpoint, you're right. You should be able to do anything. Now it's my prerogative that someone can walk in here, and
Correct.
if I think you're a fucking meth head, I don't have to sell you shit.
Correct.
If I think you're
Always your
cokehead,
right.
yeah, it's my right, and I wouldn't. But the whole marijuana fucking argument, it's out of control.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fucking bollocks, dude.
Well, you can have again, as we've said 1,000 times, you can have a prescription for Percocet or Oxycontin, which are drugs that were created to ease the pain of cancer patients because they're that strong. You can have a prescription for that, come in and buy all the guns you want. But you get a prescription for marijuana, you can't buy a gun. Like it is the dumbest shit of all the dumbest shit that's probably going on with guns right
I
now.
bet
It
there's
has
more
been for
dumb
decades.
shit.
Oh, there's a lot more dumb.
There's a
shit
lot
going
more
on
dumb
right
shit.
now.
Well, I mean, I'm sure.
Have you seen a brace FRTs? The whole arms
Oh,
race with the
FRTs
bath
is
salts.
right, yeah.
It's still going on,
Right,
just
yeah.
in a different realm.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
so
I get an FRT question like every 30 days too. Somebody always calls about that.
all right, so that's the next. Has there been any movement, Jeff, on the FRT? Because everybody on the internet thinks FRTs are legal in Florida.
No, they're not.
In spite of the fact that none of the FRT manufacturers will ship anything to
Right.
Florida.
Yeah. And every lawyer that you talk to will say they're illegal. Don't buy one. They just want to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, allegedly, if you Google, and everybody seems to believe AI, right? Everybody believes it.
We had that the other day.
Like, and like, there's somebody arguing on our page right now. It's the video, Omar, of you shooting the TP9. And so there's a little subsection of people saying we need FRTs for TP9s and they're not legal in Florida. And one guy said, I just Googled it and AI says it's allowed.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah. Chad Jippet.
Take that to court.
Yeah. You ever watch The Terminator?
Chad Jippet.
AI.
No, Mike literally messaged me a YouTube video like a week ago or whatever. It was like, is this real? And it's like the top 10 laws that changed in Florida regarding guns. And when you do the research in it, it's made by AI out of a company like in Pakistan or whatever.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
And like the very first one, literally the very first one says, if you get pulled over for anything, you have to immediately tell them you have a firearm or you're committing like a felony. And then when you get out of the car, you have to remind them that you have a firearm or you're also committing a felony. And 23 people have already been arrested at the border on this crime. Now, mind you, the video says starting January 1st, these go into law. But it also says 23 people have already been arrested.
They're just getting a head start on it.
It's completely fake, but it's AI generated and people need to be worried and not follow that shit.
Well, this is what happens when you have a monetary incentive for attention. People just spam.
They just want clicks and likes and YouTube money or whatever. Like, who the hell?
Man, I got to start a channel like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's a lot
Quick
of
little hits. Yeah.
There's people now that have fully automated, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, this brain rot, like, meme format where it's just basically mainly for kids, just random, like, images and words strung together in a weird AI voice and an Italian accent or whatever. And there's people who literally just make AI mass produce those videos on several different channels, and they'll post videos where they've got like 10 YouTube gold play buttons and they're making millions of dollars and they're not doing anything. They just have computers generating the content, posting them nonstop. And you throw a billion things at a wall, some of them will stick.
Yeah. It's good work if you can get it.
Yeah.
Well, and again, even the hate watchers, because let's say you watch it to tell people it's bullshit. Well, they don't give a shit. It's abuse.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care. That's why I didn't share that on like most of the gun groups I'm in and say, oh my God, look at this video. Because I don't even want them to watch it to see how stupid it is because it's just going to get them likes and views on their video.
The thing that pisses me off the most is there's certain AIs now where it like forces you to give a source. So you're supposed to be able to trust it more. And like, I'll read something from their AI overview and I'll look at the source and the source is Reddit and some dude with 3 likes on Reddit. And it's like quoting him.
Nine comments down in a Reddit comment YouTube section is their source, right?